Hello, this is Alessandro Mora, and I'm so happy today to be here with the co-founder of Neurolinguistic Programming, Dr. Richard Bandler. Hello, Richard.
Hello, Alessandro.
I'm so excited because next May you're going to come back to Italy for an advanced master practitioner of NLP. So why people should join? What will they learn?
The nice thing about this particular course is that they're going to up the level of the skills they know and find out how they're really applied. That there's a real difference between what's in your model of the world. You know, your senses come in, you build a representation that does some things and doesn't do others. And knowing how the difference between how to adjust what's in there so it represents things better, and having a machine that goes out into the rest of the territory in the universe and things, you know, because if you're not territorizing, you're not learning. And a lot of people don't like the word because it sounds like terror, but you know that there are a lot of nouns that should be verbs. And you know, when you say you have a model of the world, you're actually constantly building it neurologically. And knowing how to influence change at the neurological level is the peak of NLP. That, you know, if you're just dealing with people's personal history and change history and old techniques like that, you're dealing with almost that, you know, content instead of the form of content. When, you know, you do it in one language versus another, there are constraints because there are certain things you can say in some languages and not in others, and some things are easier, and ambiguities work in one language and not in others. They translated the fairy tales I wrote, and I don't know how they did it, to tell you the truth, because it's all about English ambiguity. But when you get to the level of neurological change, the powerful things like the switch pattern, and what strategy installation and strategy streamlining actually do, then this is the level at which you begin to discover that when people are up against the limits of their model of the world, then you need to build strategies to go outside of it and map territory they don't map, because there's an interplay between what you can sense, right, and how you're modeling it. And if you're modeling it a certain way, you have to delete a lot of things, and some of those things would be better off not deleting. This is, you know, people who have constantly have the same bad relationship, you know, are not mapping everything that's out there. They've got an idea and they're trying to match it, and every time they match it, it doesn't work out. It's a bad machine. They need a new machine that will go out and look for other things. People that tell me, you know, they can't find somebody on the planet to love, you know, when there's 6 billion people wandering around saying roughly the same thing. You know, there are people that tell me, you know, they can't discover a way, you know, to make a greater income, because my goal for everybody is to quadruple their income in half the time.
It's a great goal.
And a lot of people just don't see opportunity, and that's because they're looking for what won't work instead of what will work. To me, everything is about re-education. That you know, if people have problems when they come in, or limitations, even the athletes that I work with that are at the top of their field, Major League Baseball players and, you know, and NFL football players, when they come in, they're going, you know, I don't think I'm as good as I can be, right? And so they need something to go out and map things, and it might be better time distortion. You know, it might be, a lot of these things are hypnotic effects. And so we'll be doing a lot of trance work. And to me, learning to have powerful feelings, to turn feelings on, turn them off, right? So that, you know, you stay away from what you should and are attracted to what you are, is going to influence what you can see as possibilities in the universe itself.
So it's going to be exciting seminar.
And it's in Italy.
Of course.
Especially if you're not in Italy, you should go. That's all I can say. When I go to Italy, I get the best food. People have the best tonality. And where you do seminars is always quite beautiful. You guys care about it, pay attention to it, and do a good job of it. And he puts on with his team the best, most organized seminars. So you guys are going to be treated right. Everything's going to work well. And I'm really looking forward to it. Being able to go back to Europe. And to me, I don't look at this as an Italian seminar. I look at this as a European seminar. And, there are lots of places in the world that need people to be smarter. The news tells me that every day. And you come to the seminar and have lots of fun and get real smart.
Thank you so much, Richard.
You bet.